Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on FITCHECK. I'm your host, Isabella.
And I'm Emma. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the fashion trends on and off campus at FIT.
Let's learn more about the on-campus student-run store, The Style Shop, with our guest, Shay McCabe.
Over to you, Sarah.
Hey guys, welcome back to FITCHECK. My name's Sarah Brink, and today we'll be taking an inside look at the Style Shop with Shay McCabe, the head industry buyer. Hi Shay, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great, happy to be here.
Me too.
Okay, we're gonna dive right in.
Amazing.
First off, what was your initial appeal for getting involved in the Style Shop?
Yeah, for sure. So initially I saw it as a way to get involved at the school, but also I'd always been interested in buying beyond school. So I kind of saw it as a way to experience what that would be like without all the risk. And it ended up being so much more than that.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience.
How'd you land as the head industry buyer? It's so impressive.
Yeah, so Style Shop is a part of the Merchandising Society, which is one of the bigger clubs here at FIT. And I just got involved in that. They held interviews, and I actually didn't apply for a buying position at all. It kind of just ended up in my lap, and couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah.
So I was thrown into it, but it helped me learn a lot and real fast too.
Amazing. Can you tell me a bit more about your role?
Yeah, for sure. So basically I work with a team of 4, and we place monthly buys through mainly online marketplaces such as Fair, but we've also attended Coterie and New York Now, which are markets here in New York.
Got it.
And we have weekly meetings where we kind of meet up with different operation teams as well as the other head buying teams and kind of analyze sales and see what we can do different from there on out. And there's a lot of other stuff that goes on to just like marking things down, pricing, all the like less fun things, I guess. But yeah.
Got it. What's it like to manage a group of that size? Seems kind of like a big responsibility.
Well, the whole like Style Shop is definitely a big team, but mine, I just have 3 others under me, and working with them has been so easy. They're friends of mine now, so.
That's amazing. So where do you purchase most of your buys?
Yeah, as I kind of mentioned, Fair is an online marketplace that sells thousands of different vendors' items. And so it makes it super convenient to just add it all to cart, and you can check out with 8 vendors at once instead of visiting all their individual websites and placing separate buys. So primarily on there, but we also did some in person through Coterie in New York Now.
Wow, can you tell me a bit more about that experience?
Yeah, for sure. So I would say I would so much rather do it in person, just because as a buyer you can really like feel and touch the items before placing, you know, a $1,000 buy, and sometimes things come as you didn't expect, like whether it's quality or something like that. So it's just nice to kind of see it before putting your money into it. And then also just getting to really chat with the vendors in person versus over email and messaging. I like that a lot better.
Yeah, way more personal.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is your absolute favorite part of being in the Style Shop?
Yeah, I've met some really great friends through it, and just being able to kind of see what the job would look like in the real world, because the Style Shop is essentially a small business, and so just seeing all the different parts kind of work together has been really cool.
Amazing. And with graduation coming up so soon, kind of overwhelming,
Yeah,
but what are you wanting to do?
I do want to go into buying, so that's great. That's why I've stuck with the Style Shop and the buying position I have for so long. And I will say it's definitely something to get involved in, just because it's given me something to speak about at interviews.
Yeah.
It's essentially, you know, another job, another experience to kind of pull different things from. So definitely a great experience, and I would not regret it at all.
Sounds so valuable. Well, thank you so much, Shay, and thank you so much for tuning into FITCHECK. We'll see you next time.
To get more information about The Style Shop, check out @The Style Shop Instagram or email ms_styleshop@fitnyc.edu.
Wow, I never realized what great work experience the Style Shop provides. I'll have to spread the word to some of my friends looking to build their resumes.
Definitely. And I never realized that the Athletic Center offers free fitness classes. I'll have to cancel my membership at SoulCycle.
Coming up, Sia and Ronnie take to the streets to ask New Yorkers some of the winter fashion trends that will keep us warm during the colder months.
I'm sure fashion students have stylish hacks I haven't even heard of. I can't wait to learn more.
Hi, I'm Ronnie,
And I'm Sia.
reporting live with FITCHECK. As New York gets colder, it can be difficult to look stylish while staying warm. Come with us as we ask New Yorkers what layering hacks they're using.
So I want to ask you, what are your favorite fashion hacks to stay warm during the cold months?
Ooh, fashion hack. I am historically terrible at layering. I'll like walk outside with either like too much or not enough on. But I love like sportswear, like sports gear, stuff like this. Stuff that like harkens back to like early 2000s, late 90s. I was born in 92, so.
Long johns. Like, I made mistakes in the past of buying big, heavy jackets. So I suggest wearing a nice, warm hoodie like I have on.
Leggings underneath jeans for when it's really cold. Probably like a lot of turtlenecks. I like a lot of like long sleeve, like very spandex material.
I think a vest. I would say I use a lot of scarves. I feel like they're the perfect accessory that you could just like throw on and it still goes with your outfit without feeling too, chunky and everything.
I usually like to do what you're doing and wrap a scarf around my head.
Like a little balaclava.
I tend to get like Uniqlo base pieces underneath and then do like cute stuff on top.
Usually just my hoodies and my Uggs.
Where do you get these pieces from? Like if someone was like, I'm from like California and this is my first season in New York City, what would you say?
Skims a lot lately.
Okay, we love Skims.
L Train, bro. L Train, you can go to L Train.
I love 2nd Street, the 2nd Street in Soho, and then the one in Chelsea that's over here.
Go to the Bronx, go thrifting there. Don't do Brooklyn, don't do Manhattan.
I would get my scarves mainly from Macy's because they have a really good different collection of different designers.
Online, of course.
Like drop the names.
So definitely Macari, Japanese Macari. eBay has a lot of good wrecks.
Honestly, a lot of thrift shop like Buffalo Exchange or Depop a lot of the time, or just borrow from friends.
95killers.com, that's my brand, once again.
Whether it's tights or leg warmers, we can't wait to see FIT winter fashion staples in the coming months. Reporting for FITCHECK, I'm Sia.
Ronnie. Now back to the studio.
Look like they were able to get a lot of good responses. What's your favorite layering piece, Emma?
I really love leggings and tights underneath all my pants to cut the cold winter wind.
Cute. That definitely sounds comfortable. I love getting to wear more of my scarves once it starts to get cold.
Thrifting is so popular in the city, I wasn't surprised that so many people reference their favorite thrift stores.
You're right. Thrifting has become so big because of sustainability.
Speaking of sustainability, let's check in with another one of our guests, Randy Andrus.
He's a student designer that has had some of his pieces featured in the recent FIT Runway 27 10th anniversary show.
Let's go to Studio B to hear more about his experience in the fashion design program and student-run show.
Randy Knox Andrus. I am a student fashion designer here at FIT, and I am wanting to talk about my experience here so far. I have been at FIT for 1 semester because I am a transfer student from the School Art Institute of Chicago. My focus for most of my designs using secondhand materials, but that's more so as a resource as opposed to being the main concept of my designs. But most of my designs usually cater to unisex wear and more high-end stuff for people who are in their 20s or 30s. The way how I came up with Knox was just by using my middle name. My goals with Knox are first to actually make it a label, either paying the $200 fee, so that way it can be licensed and copyrighted, obviously. Then make it either a luxury house name by chance, or kind of in a similar way with Rick Owens, or just make it as a name that is for myself, and then through that way be able to become a creative director for other brands that I really appreciate. The easiest garment from sketch to runway, I would say, to make, in all honesty, weirdly, I would say pants. For me, it's been pants really easily just because of the process of actually sewing it, but I would say the hardest by far would definitely be gloves. The segment that my pieces are going to be in the FIT Synergy show, 2 of them are going to be based off Earth, which I thought was kind of strange only because I worked with Blue Denim and they have a water section. And then the gloves that I mentioned before, those are going to be featured in Inferno. My favorite piece that I created for the show would probably be the gloves. They originally were not intended to be for the show, but that's only because originally I was going to wear them to this place called City of Gods that's hosted by House of Yes. And I kind of like that one day that I was going to go quickly finish them. They kind of looked a bit rough, but because I saw what the images and like clothes that were going to be present for the Synergy show were, especially for Inferno, I figured, oh, I might as well show like the accessories director, the gloves that I made, touch them up, and that way they can actually be used for something else. The most like, fun and essential thing that's really important to me about seeing my garments featured on FIT Synergy is that I can actually see people wearing the garments. The only other time that I've seen somebody wearing something that I've made was 1, myself, 2, my mom, and 3, that one random student at SAIC who wore that denim top. That's it. So it'd be actually nice to like see my clothing in a runway atmosphere. I'm really excited to see how they're gonna style the gloves because a lot of the dresses that they have for the Inferno section are very similar to the dresses. So I can imagine a lot of people are gonna be like, depending on how they style it, they might think that the gloves are actually part of the dress, for all I know, because like I said, it's like shoulder length. I'm Randy, thank you for joining me on FITCHECK, and I appreciate you watching this interview.
Wow, it's always nice to hear the experiences from students in different majors.
It was really cool to see some behind the scenes from the show too. I'm sure Randy really enjoyed getting to see his designs on the runway. If you're interested in watching the full show, you can copy the video link below.
It's so interesting to see how different designers each have their own unique styles.
Speaking of, next semester we'll be seeing a lot from our favorite designers for Fall Winter Fashion Week and the Met Gala.
Let's check in with Studio C to learn more about the Met Gala and hear some predictions from students at FIT.
Hello everyone, welcome back to FITCHECK. My name is Cesar, and today we're going to talk about the most significant event in fashion, the one we all want to be invited, the Met Gala, an event Anna Wintour and the Vogue family host at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. This iconic fashion event takes place at the first Monday of May of every year. The Met Gala began as a charity event hosted by the publicist Eleanor Lambert for the newly funded Costume Institute in New York City in 1948. By 2010, the event had become a pop culture phenomenon with a large celebrity attendance and a specialized teams attracting each guest. Now let me introduce to my favorite fashion girls, Ronnie and Sia. Welcome to FITCHECK.
Hi. Hello. Thanks for welcoming us.
Okay, girls, tell me what you're thinking, what we're expecting about the next theme of the Met Gala.
So we know that the theme is Sleeping Beauties, reawakening fashion.
Oh, that's why you text me about the pajamas then?
Well, yes and no. Because I think we're gonna see a lot of looks inspired by sleepwear. So I feel like there's gonna be satin, of course. There's gonna be silks, there's gonna be laces, and there's gonna be a lot of ribbon, which means there's gonna be bows. I love bows.
What about feathers?
Of course there's gonna be feathers.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of like velvet, there's going to be a lot of leather, it's gonna be very sexy. It can be interpreted in different ways.
That's the complete opposite of what I was saying.
Yeah, no, but I feel like
we're both in different teams. I can see like the princess there, and now here like the villain.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna see Rihanna with like a very like maybe like even like latex. Latex is a very like popular material that's been going around. So I feel like I'm gonna see her in latex or something like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it's so exciting.
Any names are we thinking from the hosting this year with celebrities that come up?
I know that like Blake Lively, most definitely.
Oh yeah,
like
she's
she
always
hosts
there.
these.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what the carpet is and if she's gonna match the carpet again.
She's the queen in the carpet for sure.
She is.
Yeah.
What about designers? Any names we're looking there?
Oh, of course. I think we're gonna see a lot of Philip Lim, Stella McCartney. There's gonna be Christian Dior, of course.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Givenchy, and I think we might see some new upcoming brands like Mirror Palace up there.
Oh, that will be really good for them. This is so excited. I'm counting the days until the first Monday of May. Thank you for turning to FitCheck.
How interesting. I always look forward to the Met Gala every May to find the best looks from well-known celebrities.
Social media definitely helps make the event more accessible to everyone. I always tune into the Vogue live stream, even if it's only for a couple of minutes.
I especially love their pajama theme in the studio day. So adorable.
I agree. Well, that was our show for today. Thanks so much for tuning into our episode of FitCheck.
Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.